Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, I'm Spirit Medium Laura, your host of this radio show. I've been channeling Spirit for over 30 years and recently was chosen for the 2014 book 100 Top Psychics in America. Here's how to LOVE love your readings on this radio show. L is for let Spirit lead. O is for only one question or connection per caller. V is for validate all advice of a licensed professional. And E is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional announcements. Hi, everybody. So glad to be here. I think I might have confused a lot of people because I had changed the hour of this radio show to 7 o'clock, and then I decided to move it back to 8 o'clock. I apologize for that, but I've been making a lot of changes here at my end and trying to get things organized differently. But I appreciate anybody who did call in today and who is going to be here tonight. I do have a couple of callers waiting, and I know that sometimes people see when they just tune into Blog Talk, they'll notice that the show is on and they'll come into the queue. So I don't take anything too seriously, so I'm sure that we'll have plenty of callers later. So tonight we are going to be doing a show from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. For the next 10 minutes or so, I'll be talking a little bit about announcements. This show does do both life and mediumship readings, which means I'll be answering questions from Spirit about your own life, as well as making connections to the other side. And then, and I ask that you not reveal too much information. And the number to call in if you want to be in the reading queue is area code 347-945-5849. You can also watch the show live, which is riveting, and join our mailing list so you can keep aware of future shows, events, and also training that I give by going to the website for this show. The website for this show is spiritmediumtv.com, and you're talking with Spirit Medium Laura. A couple of other announcements. After the show, approximately 9 p.m. through 10 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be running the first playground. And what the heck is that? What the heck is this playground that Laura's talking about? Well, basically, it's an online intuitive development circle. For play, for fun, for enhancement of your life, and also for those who are taking courses with me in a self-paced fashion, that they have a place to work and begin to exercise their intuitive skills. So that starts at 9 to 10 p.m. I have a special introductory price of only $5. Only $5 to see me face to face. Susie B will be with me. She will be assisting me in the playground. We will have a formal presentation, and there is actually a wonderful presentation that you will follow along with me, and I will give that out if you do register. So how do you register for the exciting playground this evening, which starts about 9 p.m.? Simply go to spiritmediumtv.com and go to item 3 on the page, and you'll quickly link through the page to RSVP, which means make a payment. You'll be given the link to the place where the actual seminar, online seminar, will occur. It's online. And if you don't get that link, because I've had a couple of people who've already registered told me they didn't get the link, I will be looking to see who did register. And I will be emailing them between this show and that beginning, which, as you can tell, it gives me just about a few minutes. So if I'm a little late for the playgrounds, because I'm trying to take care of people who didn't get the link. So again, it's only $5, and you get to use your intuitive skills there. I will be tonight focusing in on law of attraction, and it will be all about letting go to get abundant. It's a secret. The law of attraction, secret number 1 in the Intuition for Success course, which will go for the next 4 weeks, is let go, get. Well, tonight's secret is let go, get abundant. Each week there'll be a different secret that will be revealed. There'll be lecture, there'll be a meditation or some sort of exercise, and you can also, if you're a developing psychic or medium, you can work. If you just want to get messages, you'll get plenty of messages. You'll get a lot of attention, you'll be able to see us all, and we'll be able to see you. If you don't have a cam, that's okay. You could simply call in. We'll have you in the class that way. Another thing is, if you want to sail on readings, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I have a special 1/3 off 30 minutes. I call it the 3 for 3. It's back again due to popular demand. Go to Spirit spiritmediumtv.com, number 1A on that page, number 1A on spiritmediumtv.com gives you a third off 30 minutes for listeners of this show. This weekend, I have coming up an exciting live spirit gallery and meditation. It's live here in Southeast Florida, and it's on Saturday for Mother's Day, which is the next day, but we'll focus in on a Mother's Day theme, although I would bring in those souls who are there on the other side for you. Just simply RSVP at spiritmediumtv.com and go to the events tab on the top menu of the page, and you will be linked through to RSVP. You can always email me, by the way, or call me. My email is laura@spiritmediumlaura.com, and my personal phone number is 954-465-7338 if you have a question about any of the things I've just said. Okay, so I have an inspiration for this evening. It's sort of like a preview of what I'm going to be doing in the playground, a really high-level preview. But listen up. I think you should be able to get something out of this. As I said, the theme this evening in the playground will be let go to get abundant, letting go. Okay, letting go. When you think about it for a second, what are you resisting? Oh, I'm going to be sick. Oh, this is wrong. Oh, that's wrong. Everything is wrong. When you're in that kind of state of mind, warring with life, if you will, you're going to get more war with life. Because one of the most important axioms behind the law of attraction is you get what you are. So if you're at war with everything, you're going to get more conflict. Okay, so letting go is really, really important. Another reason why letting go is really important is because you can't get into this abundant flow of benevolent abundance coming to you, law of attraction abundance coming to you, unless you let go of resistance. So resistance keeps you stuck where you are. Okay, so I'm going to give you a brief little exercise. And I'd like just for a moment, maybe if you have a pen and pad, you can even write this down. Think of some of the big problems you have right now. Are they surrounding health issues? Are they surrounding money issues? Are they surrounding love issues? What are yours? What are yours right now? Take a moment to write down 1 to 3 of them. And just focus on the big one for today, because this is just going to be a high level kind of thing. Now also think about all your systemic issues. In other words, were you born into poverty and you're still poor? Were you born into a family where everybody was very ordinary and you're very creative, so you never felt understood? What are the systemic issues in your life? Maybe you were born into a family where there was only one parent, or there was alcoholism or other kind of drug abuse, or name calling or physical violence. What are the big ones about yours? In my case, it was that I patterned after my father and denied my intuition. That's one of my big systemic issues, is denying who I am. So guess what? That's what I teach people, and that's what my spirit work is all about, aligning with authenticity, authentic self. And now what I'd like you to do is, if you could clear your head for a moment and imagine that if you could just get anything you want in your life, if only things were gone, weren't there anymore, you didn't have those limitations, you didn't have that lack, you had loving parents, you had plenty of money to help you develop your skills, you had supportive parents to who you were, and you developed a life that was absolutely wonderful. Just feel that. Think about that for a moment. Simmer on it. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So stay with that feeling for a moment longer. Just feel how good it feels to know inside that you are supported in life. And that is what we are going to do this evening. We are going to be releasing karma so that you can be free to create the life of your dreams, to attract in the life of your dreams. And if you're interested in that kind of a freedom, that kind of a letting go, just simply go to spiritmediumtv.com And item number 3 on that page will link to another page where you can register for tonight's event. It's only $5. It's a special introductory price. I don't know how long I'll continue the $5. I didn't know I'd have such interest, but then later on I found out I had a lot of interest. And if for some reason you're not linked to the page that has the information to go to the conference, I will be tending to you between the end of this show and the beginning of that. So I look forward to seeing you all later. We do have some people in the queue. I'm going to go to Susie B., who's going to introduce herself first, and then I'm going to go on to the other people waiting in the queue. Hello, Susie B. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, Laura.
Hi. So I am
looking forward to the playground.
Yes, it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the show also. I just love interacting with people in this live environment. I always find it very, very exciting. So do you have a question, or did you want to introduce yourself, or, besides just saying hello, is there something that you want to say or ask, or?
Well, not really. I will say that we are planning on going back to doing our angelic whispers probably around the middle of the month.
Very nice.
So we're going to be doing an hour-long show, and I believe so far it's going to be most of the time reading. But Margaret may have something different in mind. It's going to be at 8 o'clock from 8 to 9 on Tuesday.
Wonderful. So if any of you are interested, it's, what is it called again? Whispers of Angels?
It's on the Be the Light Now radio network, and it's Angelic Whispers with Margaret and Susie, and sometimes Reverend James.
Okay, wonderful. And that is here on Blog Talk. That's on Blog Talk Radio, right?
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We like to cover all of the avenues of helping everyone.
Okay, wonderful. All right, sweetheart. Well, since you don't have anything, I appreciate you assisting me, and we got an exciting evening ahead of us.
Okay, very good. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, love. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, honey. Okay, I'm going to go to Patty at 859. Hi, Patty. How are you this evening?
I'm fine, Laura. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Well, good.
Yeah. You want to take a moment to talk about what we did before we get started with your question or whatever this morning, what we did?
Yes. I know somebody that was that listens to Brocco, that does the gazing. And I talked to Laura about it. We both did the gazing with Brocco and went through this big spiel and listened to testimonials, and I was very excited. And when it came on, it lasted, about 5 minutes, you think? And you had to stand up and you had to gaze into his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing.
I
hate to say that, but I felt absolutely nothing, but my back hurt.
Funny.
I'm sorry, but it wasn't for me.
Well, the thing that got me is I was really on board for it because actually everybody listening, it made sense. What the setup is that this guy could touch you in some way and create peace inside of you. And it wasn't his intention. It was almost as if they were suggesting that he was channeling something, but they wouldn't say what it was.
Right.
Right? They wouldn't say what it was because they don't want to make any claims, because they don't want to get sued or anything. So, I'm thinking that this is going to be great because, the eyes are the window to the soul, and they had some testimonials of people that were cured of cancer and this and that. It's like the magical fountain of Lourdes in France, which I'm not saying is bad, but I believe in miracles.
Right.
Okay. So I was right, and I was there at 9. Well, at 9 o'clock there was a lecture. 9:30 he came in. He comes into the computer vision screen, the computer screen, and it's a live feed. And, I'm looking at his eyes. He's looking at my eyes. I'm looking at his eyes. He's looking at my eyes. And I'm thinking, I ain't feeling anything yet. And I was like, I was actually feeling less after I looked in his eyes than before he got on. Because before he got on, I was all pumped up. I was like, whoa, this is going to be great. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for that.
I a picture of my son.
Yeah. Want to heal everybody.
My hand on my son's picture, and yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No problem, but.
All right. Well, what can we do for you this evening? What can we do for you this evening, love?
I just wanted to see if I'm going to ask about my guardian angel.
Oh, okay.
I think we've gone through so much, but I've never asked about my guardian angel.
No, you haven't.
No.
And actually, let's see now. What month are we in now? We're in May, and I have April still on my calendar. This month in the playground, we're going to be talking about law of attraction, intuition, and the law of attraction. Mm-hmm. And but the month after that, in June, we will be doing in the playground channeling, and one of the sessions will be a meditation where you meet your guardian angel, you meet your guide.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, this should be a lot of fun. So, plan on attending if you can make it. You can do it from home.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a very clear, by the way, it's a very, very clear connection that we get. I use GoToMeeting as the software. It's very easy for you as a person to get into it. You don't have to download anything. You just click on a link. And I was very impressed with the software. Okay, so let's go to you. This is Patricia D. and her guides, her guardian angels. I'm using guardian angel and guides interchangeably. And I don't, okay, a lot of people, I need to say that first. Patricia, thank you for letting me, is that in my world, I started doing this work and I was raised around this stuff. And before the angel thing kind of caught wind, during the 90s, all of a sudden I started hearing everybody talking about angels. And I was like, why are they making such a big deal out of angels? To me, it's all the same. So I just look at it as light beings that are more evolved than we are. And, it's semantics, potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Okay. Okay, so now I got to focus. I got to focus on you. Hold on for a second. By the way, everybody listening, there's a big difference between me chatting and me going to spirit, so I got to simmer down. Hold on. Patty D. Okay, you do. Okay, the first thing is good news. You do have guides and angels that are working with you on your path, on your progression in life. You've not been forgotten. Okay, you've not been forgotten. You've not been left alone. These are the first things I want to say, because God has not forsaken you. And one of the things that you think about from time to time is, what's up? What's up there? Is there anybody there? Is anybody with me? I think you might feel your mother sometimes, but maybe you don't feel the presence of God. That God is listening, hearing you, and it comes through the voice of your angels or your guides, however you want to call it. So you do have guides, and they are working with you on your progression this go around and each go around that you've ever been on. Now I see one actually is presenting to me, and she has dark hair. It's up in a pretty bun. It's a female, and she has these beautiful wings to symbolize her elevated status, if you will. She's been with you since childhood. She has a name similar to Annabelle or Annalie, something like that. I don't know if you're fond of that kind of a name, or if you've ever heard that kind of a name. Mm-hmm. Do you like that name? Yeah. Annabelle? Okay. Because it's
yes, I love that name.
Okay, because it's her energy. Now, another thing about names of guides, if we were in spirit, it would be some. We can't sense that. It's like a vibration that's out of our hearing range and out of our sensory range while we're here on Earth. So Annabelle is a beautiful musical, and there's a second name, Annabelle Marie. Annabelle Marie. So that's her name, Annabelle Marie. She comes to work with you all the time on your path, on your purpose. She's a loving angel and gives you loving energy. She's always trying to soothe you in times of need, always trying to soothe you in times of need. And she's a mother energy or mothering energy for you. There is a father type as well. You don't only have one guide. There's a father type as well. And he's more disciplined. He gives you ideas about achievement, developing your skills, and keeping you organized and on track for yourself. He's got a little bit stronger energy, and he's got I say father energy just to mean he's got that sense to him of organization, discipline, and keeping your mind on track. Now, he's wearing on his head, interestingly enough, Interestingly enough, he's presenting to me visually. He's wearing on his head a wreath, but it's not a crown of laurels like one might see in Greece or Rome. It's a crown of thorns. Okay, it's a crown of thorns, and he's smaller. He's bald. He's got gray hair, and he's got a beard, and he's smaller. He comes to you from these times of ancient times. The thorns indicate that there was probably some kind of probably he was crucified during the Roman Empire. Okay, but he's not incarnated since then, and he was a physical person on earth that knew you but he stays with you. He was your teacher in that lifetime, and he was persecuted because of he was still remaining pagan in a time when Rome was going Christian. So it's interesting, very interesting.
Very, very interesting. I bet they're really tired.
They don't get tired. They're all energy. Yeah. They're all energy, goodness, and light, and they're working with you on your path. Is there anything you want to ask or say or do about this before I go on to the next caller?
Do they see my family situation getting better? I mean, or not my immediate family, my husband's son, or I should probably not have said that.
Yeah, why not? So is that the nephew that you consider? No, he would be a stepson.
No,
yeah. Okay.
No,
is he having money problems? He's having money problems. Your husband's son.
No, that's our son. He does have a son, but no, this is. Should I say who it is?
Well, just hold on for a second, lovely.
Actually, you're probably getting a lot.
Let me just say this to you. I thought you had a son with your husband, so I'm a little confused.
Yes, I do. I'm sorry. I do. I'm sorry. I thought you meant it kind of cut out a little bit. So when you said your husband's son, I got confused. Yes, I do.
So you mean what is your question? What is your question about? Who is the question for then?
With about my niece. I have a niece.
So is something you're asking?
I just wonder if our relationship,
will get better. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Better.
Okay. No, not for a while.
I didn't think so.
She's kind of stubborn. Yes. There's a lot of resentment there in the way you handled something in the family. It does, again, give me this feeling of money. There's something monetary about it, or the scarcity issue, not enough surrounding it, and she's not going to forgive you, at least not right now. Now, I can't say that somebody's never going to do anything, but I'm just telling you right now, as of right now, the tendency or the road that she's on is not to forgive you. She is rather headstrong, kind of stubborn, kind of cute, but kind of stubborn. So,
the girls. My sister, those girls were my life when they were little, and I did everything for all of them. I mean, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I bought their prom dresses. I did everything, and she just is, and I hate to say this, but so hateful. And I know she's having problems, and I'm very blunt. I will say I can be very blunt. And I just didn't like the way that she was treating people. And I did say something one day about how she treated people. I just don't like cruel people. And maybe I should not have spoke my opinion, but ever since then, she just wants nothing to do with me. I mean, she just treats me terribly. And it really hurts my feelings, but I have to let it go.
Well, I just want to add...
let it go.
I just want to add for you that I feel she's uncomfortable in her own skin. So it's not really about you. It's about her and how she feels about herself, that she has low self-esteem to begin with. And if she's not... If she's not literally overweight, which is the way they're giving me this information, the guides, then she just doesn't feel comfortable in her own skin. In other words, I feel she's got body issues, literally, and she's not happy with herself. There's also some problem with parental energy with her, father issues, there's a number of things that are revolving around her. Okay, so that's why. Yeah. Oh, so she's very unhappy.
And they did not have a good. Yeah, they didn't have a good relationship
Okay.
whatsoever. He sort of. Oh, that makes so much sense. But, you know, I've never used any hateful words towards her. I've never said anything to her when she cusses at me, and I disconnect from her.
Okay.
I've never
said
anything bad to her.
Just do a prayer of forgiveness, you know, not in her company, but, you know, just keep praying that there's forgiveness between the two of you and that it be healed. Because the only thing that can really work with that is energy. That's the only thing that can really work with that.
Right.
Okay, so
yeah, I'm interested in this class of letting go because that's my problem. Is I've always been well liked, and I've always been a caregiver. And when people don't like me, that really bothers me.
Oh.
And I've got to let that go because you know we can't make everybody like us.
No, you can't.
And that's my problem, especially somebody that I did everything for since she was a baby. And
don't take it personally, Patricia. Patricia, don't.
Yeah,
it's not about you. It's about her. Okay. Now, if you want to take the class,
it's just me. Yeah, I'm going to, but it's only me that she really. I think I'm probably the only person that will speak up, though. But yeah, you hit it on the nose. I never really thought about that with her father.
Yeah, I mean, this is good for everybody to hear this, and we all know it, I guess, but it can't hurt to say it again, is that anytime we have conflict with anytime we have conflict with others, it's a reflection of, well, first of all, they may have their own thing going on. We don't take that into consideration. What's going on in their head? You know, are they happy, unhappy? But the other thing is that sometimes everything that happens outside of ourselves is not about them. It's always about us. What does it say about you? So for you, it's a reflection of letting go. For you, it's a reflection of letting go. It's a wake-up call. Patricia, let it go. Now, you said you wanted to. You said you wanted to take the class in letting go. It's tonight. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah,
yes, I do.
It's at 9 o'clock tonight. It's 5 Oh, you're funny. It's only $5. Okay. You just go to go to the website spiritmediumtv.com, and number 3 on that page. Item number 3 on that page links you through to RSVP. You pay $5 and you're sent to a page that has the directions on how to get into the show. Into the playground, I call it. And if for any reason that doesn't work for you, I'm going to be taking a little break between the end of the show, the beginning of that, and I'll be shooting out emails to everybody to give the link. So don't worry. Okay, sweetie?
Okay, now before we go, I just want to say something very quick. You know how we met. I believe that it was meant to be. The reason I'm such a big advocate, I wasn't able to finish my email to you, is when I first met you, I was sick. I was depressed. I had no hope. I was sad. Everything you can imagine. I had no life and no way. But as I listened to you, and as you did readings for me, and my grief eased up, now I feel like a totally different person, and I feel like I have my life back. I'm happy. I'm still sick, but I'm happy, and that's why I'm such an advocate.
Aww.
I see something said, so I have to tell you that.
Aww.
You really did give me my life back. You really did. And my husband has even credited you for that.
Oh, goodness.
You've taken time to call me. You've taken time to call me to see how I felt. You have no clue how that makes me feel. But I just wanted to thank you for that. I wanted everybody to know that's why I'm such an advocate.
Oh,
big advocate.
You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for that acknowledgement.
You're welcome, and have a good show.
Well, wait a second now. I want to say something else, because it goes to the question. Now, remember when you were upset and you weren't feeling good, how you were reacting to people. Remember that during that time.
Yeah.
Well, that's what your niece is like right now. She's in pain.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's why you would everything connects here. Okay, so remember that.
Yeah, but it just seems like it's towards me only, but maybe that's because I'm the one she cares about. I don't know. I never really thought of that. Okay.
Well, there's something to do with parental. There's something to do with parental energy, and you represent parental energy to her, and she doesn't have the best track record with her own parents. So that's what the point. So you're triggering all that. All right, honey.
You have no clue. Okay, thank you so much, Laura. All right.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Love you too. Bye-bye. Oh, all of a sudden my phone, bye-bye, honey. All of a sudden my phone made a cute little noise. Okay, I'm going to go to Denise at area code 732. Hello, Denise. How are you this evening?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Thank you for calling in this evening. Did you just hear about...
This is my first time.
Oh, wonderful. How did you hear about this show, Denise?
I think I have you on Facebook, and I just happened to see a advertisement, and I linked onto the page to the call, and I paid my $5 for the party, and I'm very excited.
Oh, cool. You're coming to the playground later. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get the link? Did I email you the link, or did you get the link?
I didn't get it yet, but I just signed up for it, 5 minutes ago or whatever, the top of the hour. I guess it's a half hour now, but I'll keep an eye out for it at 9.
Yeah, let me just check something. While I'm trying to work with you, I got to check something. Unfortunately, everybody listening, I'm trying to do something new that's never been done before. And it's like, I'm multitasking. I just want to make sure that I have you in PayPal. But that's my credit card processor, that I have your email there. Because if you hang up the phone and I don't have your email, I won't be able to let you know where this location is. Okay. Denise, oh yeah, Denise A, there you are. So I'll have your information. Got it. Good. Oh my goodness, we have a whole lot of people that are going to be in it. Wonderful. And that's just the beginning. Okay, so what can I do for you, Denise, right now?
I've been trying to come up with really where to focus my energies next. I just feel like I'm a little bit lost, and I need to know what to pursue next. Like, what am I here to do? Because I'm just not getting enough enjoyment out of what I'm doing now.
All right, let me see.
Yeah, like I don't love what I do for a living, and
okay, so you feel
I don't have a bad life. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just feel like I should be doing something different with it.
Yeah. Well, let me just connect a little bit better. I'm very hyper this evening because everything went wrong, and if you're going to be studying, if you study psychic ability, you have to be very relaxed. So let me just go to a deeper place. I got an interesting brush stroke, and I'm going to use that as a pun because one of the things I get is you're kind of artistic or creative. Okay, it's almost like that the A of your last name is like an artist, and you are an artist. You're an artist, you're creative sort, and it's hard to fit in to society when you are individualistic. You're always looking for your expression. You never can quite find it. I feel there are parts of you that are used in your job, but it's not completely your own voice. It's the voice of the firm, or it's the voice of the job, but you're allowed, or you're required actually, to be somehow creative in the position. But it's it has its brakes on it. You can't go wild and do your own thing. It's not really fully expressive of who you are. So the only way out of this, Denise, is to find a hobby or something to do extracurricular that can lead you forward, perhaps to transition you eventually. Now, you don't have to leave your bread and butter job when you need the money. And, it's the classic struggle between money and creativity, right? Classic struggle.
Yeah, you're breaking up on me a little bit, but I get what you're saying. I need a hobby to work on.
Well, I don't know if it's just the only way you're going to find expression is if you start to work on whatever it is that really is expression for you outside of your job. But
my job is accounting, which isn't very creative, except if I'm coming up with some new processes. But yeah, see, I get it. But there's some stuff I do on the side that I do for fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're doing that, because one of the impressions I get of you is the golden handcuffs. We got a nice lifestyle. I'm not giving that up so easily. Right? And certainly not going to do that. And the other thing I kind of feel for you is, unless it's fun, you're not going to do it outside of work. You need to have,
correct,
right? You need to play. All right?
Absolutely. absolutely.
So the answer is, whatever you choose outside of your work to do that is more creative, it simply needs to be qualified as being fun. So it doesn't mean that you can't find your expression. Tonight you're going to be in the playground, so that'll be hopefully fun. You know, we're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it interactive. There's going to be a lot of discussion versus lecture. Not hard. It's fun, but it will be activating. And over the next 4 weeks, this month, by the time you're done with that, you should have awakened parts of yourself and aligned better with your inner voice for joy. And that's the only way out of this, is to align with your inner voice for joy. And so long as we're in resistance to where we are right now, i.e. you with your thinking, oh, my job's okay, but it's like, oh, when I'm out of there, I don't want to do anything. Just give me a martini or something. I just want to have fun. You know, that's sort of a resistance pattern. It's not that bad, but it is sort of a resistance pattern. Right? So we're going to learn about that this evening. And so my final answer then is just simply I want you to know that there are ways to express your creativity that will be rejuvenating after your day-to-day bread and butter job versus draining. And don't take it so seriously. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, love.
Thank you.
And there's something else I need to say. Where's your mother? Is she in spirit?
No, my mother's here. My grandma's in spirit, but not my mother.
Is everything okay with your mother? Because all of a sudden I felt her energy. Are you being asked to help her, or do you have to? I think somehow.
No, not really.
Okay. Well, there's something about your mother that lays into all of this. Maybe it's some of the messages she gave you growing up of that you should be a certain way, that you need to be this way, blah, 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 blah. So there's parental messages that are also entwined around you that bind you. So we'll be talking about that too later on. Okay?
Okay, good.
All right, honey.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Trent at area code 480. Hello. Hi. You don't sound like a Trent.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, that can be a girl's name too.
Okay, all right. Are you from the South? I think 480 is Georgia.
No, actually 480 is Arizona, but that's where I got my phone. I'm calling you from Alaska.
Oh, wow. Why don't you confuse me? Well, the reason I said that, that's all right. The reason I said that is I had read somewhere that in the South it's a tradition to sometimes name children with men's names. It's kind of a cute thing, and it's a beautiful name. So what can I do for you, Trent, this evening?
Well, I was just going to ask about if you could maybe pick up on some life path issue for me, as far as like, maybe financially, like the next 6 months time. It's kind of really going to be iffy for me. So I was wondering if you could pick up anything.
Okay.
Maybe the spirits might want to say, or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So you're asking if your money's going to improve over the next 6 months. Things are iffy.
Yeah.
One of the things I feel around you, it's going to sound rather strange, is a highly structured environment. I almost like you're in the military or something. Do you have anything to do with military, what you're doing now?
No, I'm a massage therapist.
Interesting. Well, maybe you need to get into the military to get more structured. Let me just say what I'm getting, because there's a reason for it all the time. There feels to me something to do with military around you, discipline, structure. I also hear something about not leaving soon. So if you're wondering if you're going to be able to leave where you are, I'm kind of hearing a not leaving soon. And I don't think that's because of your choice. Maybe it's because you don't have funding or something like that, or just circumstances do not allow you to leave where you are right now. Does that make sense to you about the not leaving, sweetheart?
Right, and I prefer to stay in my house where I'm at now. I really prefer not to have to move.
Okay.
Unless I'm moving back to the lower 48,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to downsize. Yeah.
Okay, let me just see. So what can she do to improve her money, Spirit? Can she do something? It's really hard to earn a living doing what you're doing where you are. They're kind of telling me. It's just not one of those things a lot of people are going for. It's like a lack of really, I'm kind of picking up a lack of clientele, and I don't feel that you can easily build that business. The only way possible I'm seeing, and please correct me if you don't agree with this, but what I'm seeing is that maybe if you were to specialize in sports, sporting injuries, hunting injuries, more injuries. Yeah, because that's the specialization that would work there. Nothing else really will. Relaxation is not really the kind of thing that's, you have, if you were in Chicago or in New York, but not there. But anything to do with sporting, hunting, throwing your back out, moving things around, logs and that kind of thing, yeah, then you'd have some clientele. You won't be rolling in dough, but you'll be having some clientele, and it will work for you. It'll work for you. It'll be just enough to pay the bills. And for some reason or other, I also see something else. I don't know if you've ever thought of this as another sideline or something that you can co-market, but for some reason or other, I'm seeing you cooking and or baking. Do you do any kind of cooking or baking yourself?
I am today, but not for a living.
Well, it seems like there's a client, there will be people there that would like to buy some of the foods you make, because I guess because there's a lot of people there. Yeah, like I see you selling pies and things like that you know how to make. It could be even some of the outdoorsmen that you're doing some of this regenerative body work on, that they would, because a lot of them, they don't have people to cook for them, and they don't want to cook, some of them. So believe it or not, because there's a lot of people there that don't have that kind of family lifestyle, a lot of more men than women. So believe it or not, there's going to be people who want your pies. So you can add that into your offerings.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not been known to be the best cook, actually.
Oh well, it's better than nothing. Trust me. So that's what I get. That's what I get for you, sweetheart, is the cooking and the massage work. And believe it or not, there'll be some people who will want to buy some of the foods you've made. So.
Oh well, if they legalize, I don't know if I can say this on the air, but if they legalized certain weed substances, perhaps I could go into baking something like that.
Could be.
For like pain control and pain management. Because I think that it's really, not nearly as addictive as a lot of these pills they want to put people on. And it really works.
Oh, that's interesting, because I see you.
It's healthier to eat it than it is to smoke it. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm going to, okay, since this is a public event, I will just simply say, no comment, but I did see you selling a pie to somebody or a baked good. So maybe that's what they will be buying. You use your creativity on that one. But I see that something together with the massage can work very nicely for you. And it seems to be some sort of condiments you're baking in the kitchen. That will be it. That will be all I will say. I have to.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's always great to have your input. I will continue to listen.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Trent. Bye-bye, honey. Bye. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, so just as a reminder to everyone, if you want a reading with me, go to spiritmediumtv.com, and item number 1A gives you 33% off a 30-minute reading. Oh my, it must be crazy, right? The 3 for 3 is on. And the other thing is that we have this evening, we're starting our first playground, which is a private event after the radio show. It's online, and if you're interested in being more abundant in your life, speaking to your guides, learning psychic stuff, and all mediumship is going to be coming up. That will be Monday nights from 9 to 10 online, and we have a special introductory price of only $5 for that. It is on spiritmediumtv.com, item 3, links to that. Okay, I am now going to Desmond at area code 216. Hello, Desmond.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, not a heck of a lot, Desmond. What's going on with you, sweetie?
Oh, nothing much. I just had a quick question about it's a lady friend I just met not too long ago. Nothing serious. We just getting to know each other. Her name is Aquila. I want to know what did you pick up? What vibe do you pick up from her?
Sure. Hold on, honey. I need her initials. You don't have to give me anything. And if you even make them up, it's okay. I just need something. It's a vibrational match to her. What are her initials?
Oh, AT.
Okay. Hold on for a second. She's a good person. A good girl, I hear. Nice person. Good values. Kind. Loving. You're really more interested to know she's interested in you. And you want to know something interesting? I think she's more interested. This is going to sound really strange, but the first thing on her mind is, I think that she's looking for someone to have a child with. Does that make sense to you? Has she said that to you? Because that's what I'm hearing.
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Well, that's what's in her mind. Okay, that's what I'm being told, that she would like to have a child. And she's more interested in that than in you right now. In other words, she could be looking to just find the right guy to, latch on to. Hold on one second. I'm just going to go a little deeper. Does AT really like this? Yes or no? She's smart. She's smart and she knows what she's doing with you, and you're going to have to look at it that way. Does she like you? Yeah, she likes you. But again, she has an agenda and she has an ulterior motive. So be careful. Okay? Be careful. And I don't mean that she's mean or anything. She's a nice girl, but her motives are not clear to you, and she might have an agenda that's not your agenda. And so I do feel that she will let you in more to her life, but she's really evaluating you to see if you meet her agenda. And that's what I want to leave you with. It's not a bad agenda, but she's not really looking at you for you. She's more looking at you to see what you can do for her. Okay? All right. Now, so that means that if she does like you, if she does choose you, you got to find out what her agenda is, because what I'm getting is it's not the agenda you have. So just check that out and be very, very careful. This girl's smart. Okay? She's attractive and she's smart. It's a deadly combination. Okay, sweetie, so be careful. Because it's not you hunting her, it's her hunting what she wants. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right, sweetie. So just be careful, okay? Look for the meaning between the words, okay? All right, honey. Good. Thanks. You're welcome, honey. Bye-bye. Okay. All righty. I'm going to go to Lisa at 831. Hello, Lisa. What can I do for you this evening?
Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, I am a nurse trade and LPN, and I have found that I really enjoy dealing in the mental health field. I have been given, I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for a shift. I have felt it for a while now. And I felt it before the wedding. I need to know if the job offers I was asked to give a resume to on Friday. One was the military vet transit center, and one was to an allergy clinic. The allergy, I'm not feeling the allergy clinic, but it is consistent. I don't know where I'm going.
All right, let's just see something here. Hold on for a second, Lisa. So you want to have a shift from doing straight nursing, and these. All right, let me just see what these are all about. No, it's not going to work out for you, either of them. You really need to give a little more thought to what you want. You're not thinking it through. Okay? What I'm hearing is you have not defined truly what you want for shift. You're thinking maybe it could be this, maybe it could be that. But I'm not really quite sure. I just want to see what's out there. Spirit would like you to define better what you want. Okay, what is the shift for you? Are you better at sales in a medical environment? They're asking you to think that through, and I'm going to help you with that in a moment. Or would you be better at something that, what is the problem they're saying? Is it because you want to really make a lot more money, feel more in control, have more leadership there? You want to be in management? They want you to kind of define it a little bit better. You know what you want, you just haven't gotten it to that detail level of being able to express it so that you can find it. When you're able to express it, It will come to you very easily. But those two really are not the right ones for you just yet. So I'm going to just see what I pick up is a hidden truth about you, and then we'll see if that aligns with you. Hold on one second, please. This is for Lisa. You need more. You need to be. You're more outgoing. You need to have more control over your environment. You need to feel that whatever effort you put in, you're earning money for it. So it needs to be more business oriented. It needs to be something that's more commercially oriented. So what I'm feeling is you're a go-getter. And you need to be in something that's going to allow you to make a lot more money, but yet use your medical background, versus just being in service and feeling like you're taking care of everyone, but never really getting what you need out of it. Does that make sense to you, Lisa?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So think go-getter, think commercially rewarding, and think actually sales would probably be the best route for you. Anything to do where your effort is going to be remunerated. It doesn't only have to be sales. It could be something where you're in product development, but that might be a longer term down the road, longer time down the road. Right now, it needs to be something where you're more meeting people, greeting them, and also making sales from them, where you have more of a role of guiding and leading others to make a decision of which you will be rewarded financially for leading them towards as well. And with that, you'll have a clearer definition. The two that come in right now, one what you said was military, and the other one's allergy. The first one was military, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, and an allergy clinic. Let me just, the no came out before I really felt their energy, so I had to honor that, but let me just see. No, they don't feel good enough. You can be very powerful in the right environment. You have that energy to really push. So the ones you've chosen so far, just a little bit soft, they're just a little bit, they're not really right on target. So continue to look, define a little bit more what you're looking for. It looks to me like it'd be more sales oriented. Okay?
Okay, would this interfere with the pregnancy in any way?
No, it will not. You'll be able to do everything. You're very good at doing a lot of things at the same time. You're very organized. You're very skilled, and you also know how to calm down when you need to calm down. You have this wonderful drive in you. And you're also and I'm going to have to let you go in a minute because I want to get one more call in. You are very much able to attract in what you want once you put your mind to it. And that's why your guides have tried to illuminate to you exactly what it is you want. Once you define it, there'll be no stopping you from drawing it in. Your energetic pull is amazing.
Okay, so the twins will be okay.
They will be just fine, and congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. How exciting. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's amazing, but you will be. You will be just fine. Everybody is going to be fine.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I needed that.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye. Oh, well, actually, wait a minute. 1 second, Lisa. Your new job will be easier than what you've been doing because you won't be on your feet as much.
Oh, thank God.
Okay? Don't worry about it. And you're going to make a lot more money in the long run. Initially, you may not make, but in the long run, you're going to be in the driver's seat of what comes in. So you're going to be very happy with this. Okay?
I need that. All right.
All right. You're welcome, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, just want to remind everybody, if you want to enter the playground, just go to the spiritmediumtv.com, item number 3 on that page. It's only $5, special introductory offer. It's an offline playground tonight, starting at approximately 9 p.m., where I will be guiding you through some exercises, and there'll be readings and fun and development, all this on the subject of letting go to get the law of attraction work better for you. Okay, I am now moving to Corbin. Corbin 319. Oh. Hello, Corbin. How are you?
Hello.
Hi. Good.
Fun show to listen to.
Oh, thank you, Corbin. That's so nice of you to say that. I was kind of like embarrassed this evening. It was a little bit rough. But anyway, it's everything's smoothed out. What can I do for you, love?
Well, last one of the show, I'll go for an other side connection.
Okay. Hold on. I feel father energy to you. Something about disciplinarian. This person seems to. Now, father energy could be grandpa or your father, or somebody that's older generation that is a father or fatherly in nature. Usually I see them. I just need to calm down a little bit. Okay, I do see somebody. This one looks a little bit more like an older person, like maybe it's your grandpa, but I don't know how old you are, so just bear with me for a moment. I do see him with a cigarette. I see him wearing a dark hat. I see him with very, very light skin from more advanced age and white hair under the hat. He's got a dark hat on, like a fedora kind of hat or whatever. That to me means a little bit older generation, the hat, and I see the cigarette. I like to smoke. Okay, let me see what else. It feels like it's on your mother's side of the family, more than your father's side of the family, because he shows me somebody in pink under him, a younger child, which means mother to you. He's very happy now where he is, by the way. He's laughing a little bit. He says it's not been long since he's transitioned, and he's feeling okay now. He's feeling okay now, meaning that he's adjusted. Everything's just fine. He seems to be giving... Good. Yeah, he seems to be giving me the idea that of where his remains are. Actually, why he's doing this, I don't know, but I guess it's a piece of evidence, if you will, that it looks like, in other words, it looks like he was buried. And if he wasn't buried, then his cremains might have been put to rest here. But he's showing me a site where his remains were left or put to rest. And it looks like, he says it's a sunny location, and he's happy with whatever that was, wherever they put him to rest. Do you understand this? It sounds like you understand him to be your grandpa on your mother's side. Yes?
Yep.
Okay. Do you understand that he was buried? Because I can't really tell if he's... Okay. He likes where he is.
He was buried next to his parents.
Okay. Well,
in a cemetery close to his home.
Okay, well, he likes that. He's just letting you know. He's giving me this as a medium to show that he was buried versus cremated as evidence, but also just to let you know he's happy about that. He's happy where he was put. He's happy where he is. He also adds that he doesn't stay there. Obviously, as well as I know that he doesn't sit at his graveside all the time. He does say there is a little bit of unfinished business on Earth for him. One of them has to do... Well, as soon as he said that, he showed me a dog. Okay, so I don't know what that means. Maybe when he passed, he left a dog here on Earth, or maybe it's just a second bit of evidence that there's a dog in spirit with him. I don't have enough information other than there's a sense of unfinished business. So I'm going to develop it, and then we'll see what that means. What do you mean unfinished business, Grandpa? There's a lot of stuff that was left undone for him, he says, undone for him on Earth, things he wanted to do that he never got around to doing. He feels, and I'm sorry to say this, but he feels like he's telling me that he didn't really do everything he wanted to do when he was on Earth. He feels that he frittered... Yeah, he says he frittered some of his time away, and he didn't use all his potential. He says, not like you, Corbin, not like you. He says you're using your potential, and he's proud of you for that. Okay? He's proud of you for that. So he's giving you a philosophical message about using potential. As he says that to me, I also get a sense of a child under you. If it's not your child, someone else's child, the potential of you having a child. It feels like a boy. Do you have a son, please?
Yep.
Okay. Well, he's just giving me that broad stroke of that. So he's like happy that he has lineage left on Earth to complete some of the things he didn't do. It's just a philosophical statement and a statement of love to wish you well, because I can't stay with him much longer, so he just want to kind of get that in under the gun here. I'm going to have to end the show right now, Corbin. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
What a really nice message. Thank you.
It is. He's so proud of you, love. Okay? Okay.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, honey.
90 seconds.
God bless. Okay, I'm going to be ending this show now. I want to thank everybody for calling in. I'm going over to the playground. If anybody wants to join me, just go to item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. It'll link you through. $5 gets you in the playground. I got to get everybody that's registered the link for the playground. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Okay.